Good morning, our viewers, and welcome to Gashis Keman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. A nice Friday, though cold here in Kiabu County. Today, I want us to talk about the stinging bees and the stinging peaches caused by Kenya Kwanza in this country. And generally, a bee is supposed to be very helpful with its sweet honey and pollination when if not interfered with. So a bee is supposed to be very important, very important in the ecosystem and even in our economy when it comes to the production of the sweet honey. Kwa ndio tunasema tamu kama asali. Yeyote ambaye anaraba asali ameraba kitu kitamu. And, in the traditional African society, wakati mtoto alizaliwa, aliojeshwa, alifanywa aoje au arabe asali na shubiri. Asali kwa maana ya utamu na shubiri kwa maana uchungu, ili ajue utamu na ubaya wa dunia. In some communities, this used to happen long time ago. It is no longer the case these days. So the stinging bees in this country include the following. One, Wetangula. Wetangula is lethal in parliament, and he doesn't care whether the rules are being followed, whether standing orders are being followed or not. Doesn't care about the constitution. And you saw it yesterday when he shamelessly declared Kenya Kwanza as the majority party leader, contrary to the constitution and contrary to the Political Party Act and contrary to the advice of the registrars of political parties. Kwa kama unaviona huyu ni mtu ambaye ako pale kulipizia kisasi and to hurt Azimio completely, mercilessly, without fear, without caring what the consequences. Remember what he said, that the divorce between him and Raila Amolo Odinga would be messy and painful. And this is what he's doing. And he is on a mission. And this is the bee that is being used by William Samoei Ruto. And it will continue. So don't expect any ceremonic ruling. Don't expect anything good from Wetangula in parliament. Whatever he's going to do is for the sake of William Samoei Ruto. The other stinging bee, which is also lethal, is Mother Koome in the judiciary. You see what is happening is that we just look at the ruling, you know what happened. A ruling like no other in the world. A ruling that showed that those who went to litigate Raila Amolo and Mother Karua's case were treated worse than terrorists. And the language there is one that leaves a lot to be desired. It's a language that cannot be used in the planet Earth in any judiciary. In fact, Mother Koome is turning out to be an agent of William Samoei Ruto. She's turning out, remember when we saw her in parliament, reigning together with Deputy Chief Justice and others, when she read the judiciary to welcome the president in parliament, then people were left with so many questions. And kama ulivyoona jana, tuliona ya kwamba wale watu ambao walikuwa kule kotini, akinya this man Amos Kemunya Kipipiri MP, former Kipipiri MP, and I think the majority leader in the top of the parliament, his acquittal was reversed by the courts, and he has to face full hearing. Remember, he had been acquitted, but this case was revisited. Again, when you look at what is happened to many other people, like this man, what was he? This man from former Kiabu governor, Waitito, yeah. When you look at Waitito, his case was also dismissed, I think for lack of evidence. So the man is free now. He went scot-free. Lakini ukiangalia wale wa upande wa Azimio wanagogwa kama burukege mercilessly, because Mother Koome's court is now a branch of the executive, and they are there to fulfill the mission of William Samoei Ruto. The other person who is a singing bee in Mount Kenya is Ndindi Nyoro. Ndindi Nyoro could not be appointed in the cabinet, and the move was deliberate. Many people were asking why this man was not appointed to the cabinet. He's the man he's the man in parliament. He's the man on the ground. He's a man to politic for William Samoei Ruto. When you see him talking, no, it is William Samoei Ruto who is talking. When you see him tweeting, no, it is William Samoei Ruto who is tweeting. When you see, because you see, the cabinet secretaries are not supposed to involve themselves in politics. But there's no way Ruto can stay without politics. So this is one of the B that, I would call it the soldier, the foot soldier of William Samoei Ruto. the worker bee that will work very hard to fulfill any mission and to say anything and to test the waters and to tell William Samoei Ruto what is happening, especially in Nairobi. The other person is Adan Duale. Aden Duale had to leave his seat. He's going to resign, and the election is going to be subject to a by-election, and people are going to vote. Watu watapiga kura tena kwa sababu hivi ndivyo ilivyotokea, kwa sababu lazima William Samoei Ruto angeweza kutimiza maslahi yake. Kwa hivyo huyu naye ni mtu ambaye who can bite the bullet because of William Samoei Ruto. In fact, he can do anything. Na huyu ni mtu ambaye anajaribu what is happening in the current regime is that the Godre government inajitokeza kama serikali ambayo inajaribu kuonyesha kwamba Kenya is like the Christian are the ones who are ruling, and because of this Aden Duale is being brought there to show that the Muslims are involved in the leadership of this country. But when you have State House being converted into a church, when you have this country State House, you ask yourself, what is happening to the other regions? Why don't we have the mosque in the church, in the State House? Why don't we have other denominations? Because you cannot convert State House into a church. Kwa hivyo Aden Duale ako pale kuhakikisha kwa maslahi ya Waislamu ni kama yanaonekana yanashughulikiwa, na ni jambo ambalo limewekwa pale ili kuwafuga watu macho, hususan wale wafuasi wa dini ya Kiislamu. The other person is Ishongwa. Ishongwa is ruthless. The majority reader discriminate, because you see, when you look at this person actually does not deserve to be the majority reader. And kile ambacho tunapata ni kwamba katika sehemu za Mlima Kenya, especially the populous Kiambu County, what we have is Kimani Ichung'wah trying to be the kingpin of the mountain. Because currently, the mountain is having a vacuum, political vacuum. We don't have a kingpin. And that is why you see this person there. So he is going to be in parliament to ensure that William Samoei Ruto's mission is fulfilled, whether good or bad. He's there to show that Ruto's government is being led by the Kikuyus. Na kile ambacho watu wanaona ni kwamba ukitazama vizuri sana utaona baraza la mawaziri lilikuwa na watu wengi sana kutoka sehemu za Mlima Kenya. Something that is causing jitters. And this is very much deliberate. So when you see Kimani Ichung'wah talking, these are people who cannot have independent minds. They cannot have the minds of their own. They have to keep on defending the government, no matter the cost. Like now, the majority of Kenyans are saying the country is headed in the wrong direction. The wrong direction. Just barely a month ago, that is when we had the new administration. And people are lamenting about the high cost of living, fuel prices, name it, everything. The bodas are crying. They are saying they have nothing. Mama Boga is crying. Everybody is crying. So what we have is Kimani Ichung'wah trying to solve the massage of to try to massage the egos of the mountain so that they can continue supporting William Samoei Ruto. The man, the bee is Ridho. The pinch is very, very painful. Well, then this Kipchumba Murkomen represents Ruto. When you say Kipchumba Murkomen and Oscar Sudi, these two guys, when you see them talking, it is William Samoei Ruto who is talking. Sometimes they'll be saying something that is meant to test the waters. So they are there to tell William Samoei Ruto what is happening in the mountain. They are there to tell William Samoei Ruto what is happening, not in the mountain, in the Rift Valley, and even in the cabinet. They are there. Because you see, it shows that the cabinet will not have the mind of its own. Because what is happening, these guys will always try to do, although it's their mandate to do what the president wants, because they have to implement his agenda. But the problem with these people, they cannot say anything against the president. They cannot say anything. They don't have the minds of their own, and they are completely lost. And when you have somebody who does not have the mind of his own, then there's all the reason to get worried. And whatever they say, no, it is William Samoei Ruto who is saying. Again, we have Abdulnasir Mohammed, the lawyer, and the decorated senior counsel. Most of the time you see him tweeting all the time, tweeting about everything. He tweets about everything. Although we have not had him talking about the First Community Bank, which is going under, and because of mismanagement, because of maybe of corruption. He's not talking about this, but most of the time he's the person who you find mostly in the social media trying to castigate what Azimio is doing, trying to criticize anything that Azimio is doing, trying to ridicule the Azimio, and trying even to test the waters what is happening in the social media. So this is a bee that is always busy. You wonder when he goes to court, but he is there to achieve the many objectives. So when you look at the whole scenario, you see a country that is under siege. You see a country that is under siege from the executive. And the good thing is that the DCI, and I think even the police force, is coming out strongly, something that is independent. Tuliona ya kwamba wakati ambapo Gachagua walikuja pale na kujaribu kusema ya kwamba they should not investigate, we saw the DCI hitting back, saying that they do what they are supposed to do, and this is very good of them. And this is what we expect of Mother Koome. We also saw the central bank saying that what information is being given by Rigathi Gachagua is not good, it's not true, it's not the true situation. Even the central bank is coming out somehow independent, and that's why they are not comfortable with Patrick Njoroge. Tena ukiangalia utapata even Michael Joseph. So the good thing is that we are having some people who are having their own minds, like Michael Joseph of Kenya Airways, because he said that what Rigathi Gachagua was saying on national TV that Kenya Airways is under capture. It is not the case. He refuted the claims. So this is what we expect of a country, because when the minds is lost, when people don't have the minds of their own, then the country is completely lost. This is your host, Rashis Kaiman, the tallest man in Black Africa. And by the way, we understand that Wafula Chebukati's ex-wife is being nominated as a PS. And this is a reward for work well done. Have a great Friday. Bye-bye.